Good morning. Good morning, good morning. All right, let me post this link in the two groups. It is Thursday, December 9th. Having a good week. I hope you guys are too. Yesterday was a red day. What was a red day in the sense if you only trade futures on the algorithm, it was a red day. So I'm just calling it a red day. Excuse me. But since I also trade stocks on the algorithm, it ended up being a green day for me because I had that. And if you were on the live stream yesterday, or if you go back and rewatch it, you can see that I made 1,200 in AMD and then 300 in Upstart UPST. And so I ended up being flat there, and then I also manually traded NQ in the morning when it was pretty much in a pretty tight range, and I made $700 off of that. So thanks for the likes already, guys. I appreciate it. So it is 9:18, 12 minutes till the market opens. You can see I have a lot of stuff actually set up today. Ryan has given me some extra eagerness to run a few more stocks. So I still have AMD and AFRAM are both on live. I actually put GME on live too, but this is using the range, so we will see. Oh, you know what? If I wanted to see historically, I could leave the long on and see if it took one like yesterday. I really want to pull this down. Or, you know, I could just pull this up. All right. I wonder why it's only taking one. Oh. Oh, you know why? Because I don't have unique entries turned on. Wah, wah, wah. Because I was just going from this basic part. I wasn't actually using like a saved template. Wonder if I trailed the second instead of doing... I just love playing around with stuff like this and trying to figure out what's going to be best. I need to keep this off screen though because I hate showing my information. Alright, let's see if I put this, if it gives me a better result, at least on the stock front. Maybe not with futures as we've seen. So this trail caught it nicely. Oh, see, this trail was not. So this is kind of what I say about the trail, is it starts right away. Like the trail doesn't start, you can't really put in an input like, oh, I want the trail to start after, you know, it moves a point or something like that. It's starting, it moves right away. So that's why this is nice. That is why I typically don't use the trail. So this is with long and shorts, but the shorts have been fire. So if you have something that's kind of like an overall, this one would have been good too, but it starts later. If it's in an overall, if it's had like bad news recently and you know you only want to do shorts or whatever, you can always turn the long off. Let's see if it catches this one. No, this one was obviously earlier, maybe 9:36 or something. Yeah, 9:36. %. What did I change? Just the trail? Because that's it's less win rate, but alright, so what we have going on for today, as always, YM, this was the loss from yesterday, and NQ. We are actually in the NQ range from yesterday. Look at this level. It's so nice. These swing zones are over here in like this kind of plumish purple color. So ES is getting back to the swing zone. We'll see if it rejects at the market open and goes back down, or if it wants to kind of cut through and move up. The ranges aren't, the zones aren't very big today, so we will see. Sometimes they're a lot bigger. If you have any questions, let me know. I like answering questions. Maybe just the time? I was trying to see what made more profit. I think the time and not necessarily the trail. Let's see. Yeah, because see then if you have it at the targets instead of, look at that, biggest loss, $200. $3,300 on 5 trades. It's only 200 shares. Like, this is a pretty small amount. Well, yeah, what's that, $3,000? What's 200 shares? Oh, no, 30. Never mind, 34,000. Well, so you made 10% in 5 trades. This one got close to being stopped out yesterday. Surprised. But we'll see if it wants to take another short today. And this is, Ryan, this is something, if you're on the stream, this is something I really have noticed a lot too. And like you and I kind of talked about it. So when it first leaves, this will kind of be a fake out. And this used to happen with natural gas a lot, on natural gas on the range. It would kind of fake out and then retest and then actually go in its real direction. Obviously, this one went all the way back up to the high of the morning, but typically it will just retest the range and then exit. So if you have your trading time on later, so if you had your trading time on 9:35, you would have gotten in here. And it's essentially the same entry, but this gives you, it typically gives you like an edge, because at this point, we'll be done with kind of the choppiness and then it will just go. But in this situation, it didn't. But if you did get in here, 175, 172, so that was 3 points. So you actually could have caught multiple trades. If you have it turned on at 9:35 and then you have 2 trades maximum, it probably would have taken 2 yesterday on GME. No, I don't need long. 2 started at 9:35. Let's see. Nope. So it just got you in here. Oh, you know why it wouldn't? Because it didn't take both of those privates yet. I think I have 2 points and 8 points. So that one would have still been in, and it wouldn't have taken it. All right, it's 9:25. So like we were looking at, if we go back to the algorithms on the futures products, obviously NQ is later. YM is in a down, it's in the same down trend from yesterday, which is crazy. Like, we were right. It just took a while to get there. It just wanted to go through all this last night just to come back down. So, oh, let me change this. I don't know why it defaults to top chat when I want all messages. Live chat. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Also, if you're in the group, I'm going to post it tonight, but the contracts are going to be changing starting tomorrow. So I'll put an announcement out there. If you don't close your charts, you're simply just going to have to go in and pick the future from here. Like tomorrow, this should say YM 322. So all YM and QES, they're all going to be moving to March. So 322, March 2022. And I don't really use oil and gold on here, but if you do, just when you log in, NinjaTrader will tell you. NinjaTrader will have a box and it will say, excuse me, hey, Mehmet. It will have a box and it will say, hey, we're updating futures, and you can just say, yes, I agree, and it will typically apply it to your charts, but if not, just keep an eye on that. And you'll notice, because it won't let you trade on a old contract, so. All right, so I have AMD up. See if today, if we can break that 145. Speaking of, let me see what the pre-market looks like. 3 minutes till the open. Make sure I don't have any weird orders. Okay. All right, so it is red pre-market, at least right now. Oh, that's only 20 minutes. Hold on, let me switch. Never mind, it's green pre-market. So it's green pre-market. We'll see if it can break through this 145 on AMD. AFRAM. Let's see if I don't, then I have that on there. I'll just have to pull it up. I had it on my recents. It is green right now since 9 o'clock, but it was pretty red earlier. So not sure about AFRAM. Roku I have on simulation. There's been a lot of Roku talk lately, like yesterday and today, so. But Roku has a large, sometimes it has a really large spread. Roku is green pre-market since 8:30, 8:15. And then GME, I know that I'm only looking for a short, so we'll see. I don't even have longs turned on. All right. Hey, Jen. It's up to you, Mehmet. So you choose how many contracts you want to be traded. Ooh, I only have 2 minutes. I was going to make an English muffin this morning. I have 1 minute and 15 seconds. I'll be right back. Most people trade anywhere from 3 or 4 micros all the way up to like 7 micros. So, all right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So, Mehmet, just to answer your question, the algorithm is not set. Oh, it's already 9:30. The algorithm, ooh, look at Roku. That just spiked up. Are you, yes, Jen is a member. Essentially, everybody on this live is a member, probably except for you. Most of my members join because we talk about the algorithm. I have now like 82 people in the group, something like that. But yeah, you choose how many contracts you want to take. You choose, like, it's not hardwired in there. You choose, if you only want to take 2, then you take 2. If you want to take 7, then you take 7. So, hope that answers your question. Thanks, Jen. So sweet. I have some awesome students and some awesome members in the algorithm. Whoa, look at AMD. All right, so NQ and ES are coming back to the swing zones that I talked about earlier. We'll see if they reject here. It's kind of what I'm looking for, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Hey, Andre. Mehmet Andre is also one of my Algo members, and he was in my alert room as well, watching for zone rejection. So I forgot I got English muffins because I haven't had like a bagel or an English muffin in so long. And so I was just like, oh, I really want that English muffin that I was thinking about last night with some cream cheese and some everything bagel seasoning. I feel like it's so basic, but I haven't had it in so long, so I was excited for it. Yeah, it takes as many contracts as you want, Alex. You as long as you have the money in your account, it will take as many contracts that you can cover and the risk that you can cover on your account. So I don't manage your account. I don't have anything to do with your balance. If you can take 100 contracts, NinjaTrader has approved that, then go ahead. I have a member that takes 20 contracts every trade. So he takes 20 mini contracts. But yeah. Totally. So Afram got in this short at the open. It looks pretty strong. Roku had this long. Roku's on sim. Damn, look at that GME. Oh, it dropped and then it pulled back. So we'll see what range this creates. All right, I'm going to go. Ooh, we're actually, the NASDAQ is pushing quite nicely here. This yellow line is very special, so we'll have to see if we can get over that. See how hard this is, Ryan? I have like so many things going on. All right, I'm going to go grab my English muffin. If you have questions, feel free to put them in chat. I'll be right back. Look at this level, this 8-6 level. All right, I'm back. 16,415. Okay, 16,415 is super hard for NQ. All right, we'll see if we can move up higher here. AMD is about to put me in a short. Do I want that? Maybe. See, this is another thing, Ryan, as I have to check. I don't think I want the short. No, I'm going to turn the short off. But I would take a pullback long. I would definitely take that. All right, I got my English muffin with my everything seasoning. I would definitely take a pullback long, for sure. Anything with GameStop yet? Nope. All right, so the range was created. We'll see what happens here with GameStop.
Order filled.
Shit, I just realized. Which one was that? Which one? I didn't have it on day. Wait, am I in this trade or am I not in this trade? Oh, I'm not in this Roku trade because I didn't change it today. $2,500. Get the... Oh no, Roku's on simulation. Never mind. It doesn't matter. 3,700. Look at this push in the market. I think TP1 was just hit on the swings. Let me go back to that. Oh, I'm so busy. What was my... I think it was... Yes, TP1 hit on NQ swing trade. We're about to hit TP2 at 400. This Roku... Wait, so... I think that was the only one. Because AMD is a set setting, so... Look at AFRAM. Did I miss AFRAM because of that? Let me make sure the AFRAM's on day. I'm gonna freaking kill myself. Oh my god, it might have been AFRAM. Oh, it was AFRAM. Oh my god, Roku's up $8,000. Holy hell. Y'all. Did we get TP? Yes, TP2 hit on NQ. All right, let's see if we can get TP3. Guys, oh, Ryan, kill me. I missed out on AFRAM. At 127, what is that now? Well, it's kind of in the same area. I might just change this. I need to keep this on the side. $10,000 on this Roku trade. Damn it. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. No, 12,000. But this wasn't actually the one that I was going to run. I wasn't going to run, but Ryan, we did just talk about this. But I honestly wasn't going to run Roku on live anyway. But I think I should just turn AFRAM off. Or edit it to simulation. I was just saying how Roku has been like the topic of conversation yesterday and today. And so I was like, let me watch Roku. Ryan, I'm going to have to screenshot our conversation. Oh, it's at 11,000. All right, so YM over on the future side, YM, again, we're still in this downtrend, so that is not doing anything. Swing trades, TP1 and TP2 hit on the NASDAQ. See if we can get TP3, which is the 15 level. NQ range is doing its thing. No trades in GameStop yet. And there was no pullback entry on AMD, which is kind of sad because I feel like this could move, but we'll see. I have a short off, so if it comes back to short, I don't want it. Oh, Roku. Tesla is super red. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Alex? Also, I don't day trade Tesla. The spread is way too large. I have Tesla for a long-term hold. And it is right at $11,000 right now. The Roku was the play. This English muffin is a little underwhelming. Oh, the simulation trade couldn't take it anyway. Alright, I gotta make a new simulation just for day trading stuff, Ryan. Because it won't take that AFRAM. Because my sim account, I guess I don't have a lot of money. I thought I had like 100,000. Alright. Oh, I was gonna look up our conversation about Roku. It's easier to do these stock trades when like YM is nowhere near a trade and Q doesn't trade until later. Today. Oh, I also talked about Baba. I don't even have it up though. Maybe I didn't talk about Roku today. Maybe it was just yesterday. I guess it was just yesterday. So this Roku trade is still in a long. AFRAM, I don't know because I put it on simulation and then the simulation account couldn't take it. I'm okay if AMD wants to take a long here off of this strong support, 145. You know what I used to eat a lot was English muffins with peanut butter. Like I used to do that a lot in high school. I don't know why, but I really liked it. I feel like the peanut butter would melt and it would be like creamy. Oh yeah, you could definitely get an entry here on Tesla. When it pulled back last week in the 900s, I added more. Yeah, I closed out AFRAM too. AMD looks like it wants to take a short. Let me see if I'm okay with that. No, I'm not okay with that. So I'm going to keep my shorts off for AMD. Yeah, I need to put this English muffin somewhere because I'm not going to eat the rest of it. All right, so no trades yet. I've not taken any trades on my live account besides the swing group, which was a swing on NQ, which is still trying to get to TP2. Ugh. That Roku was sexy though. Oops. No. What? What? This thing is such a mess. So AMD looks like it is turning down, but I'm not going to take. Yeah, I have my shorts off. Ryan, see, this is what it would be like. It's so cool, right? Us talking it out. We need to definitely be on real time and not on a delay, though. Whoa, there we go. NQ. We're almost at TP2. I'm going to move this ES up a little. Look at that push. That's beautiful. 13. One more point and we get to TP3 on NQ swing trade. See, I don't like that AMD. See, now it's bouncing back again off that 145.60. Yeah. I need to move this over so I have more of it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. See if Roku wants to keep moving up here. I wonder. This will be better than this. Then I don't have to put black on it. Like when I draw. Nice, Ryan. All right, so still no trades on my live account with the algorithm. Waiting to see if AMD wants to take a new long. Waiting to see if GME wants to take a short. And then I'm also waiting. I don't think we're going to get anything on YM. We never know, but. And then NQ is not till later. So. Yes, yes, yes. All of that. All of that and then some. And Q's pushing back a little here. Hey Derek, how are you? Good morning. All right, so it's 9:48, kind of heading up towards 10 a.m. Let's see what happens here. How's my GameStop? Oh, do I have GameStop on day? Probably not. See, I would have missed that too if it actually takes the short, which it might. Which it might. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, Roku's pulling back too. Look at everything's pulling back. Everything's pulling back. Look at that 1425. I remember like 14, 15 was a hard level. That's why I put that as TB3, but we didn't get there, so it's all good. It was still a good trade to begin with. Looks like things are pulling back a little bit. Kind of like a green to red. Let's see if Roku can hold it here. Again, Roku's on Sim, so it doesn't matter. Alright, I might get this trade on GME. I think I only have it set on like 200 contracts. Just because I wanted to test this out, but...
Order filled.
What? Alright, I'm short GME. What? Oh! I forgot. So how did I get around that last time? I forgot. We can't have targets, but I'm in this. Oh my gosh. Look at Roku. Back up to $12,000. Well, that's nice. Now 14,000. Jeez. All right. Well, I'm short in GME. And only put me in 100 shares. I have to look. I forgot that there is something with range and targets, but I have to remember what it is because I was definitely doing it before, but I think I might have had a different way around it. I'll have to look at it later. I'll let you know, Ryan. Oh my gosh, $15,000. Roku is heading back to the 300s and the 400s. That's some sexy stuff. Oops. That pulled back all the way to like $2,000. As if you weren't watching it. It would have been fine, but I would have been like, bye, I'm out. I'm sure I would have easily been out at like $8,000. Let's be honest. I'm not. But some of these do run like really big. Like the other day, I wasn't in that AMD short. I think it was Friday. And it ran like, if I would have stayed in the whole time, it ran 10 points, which would have been like $30,000. Like you can get some really good moves on some of these. When there is, some information behind that. Derek, if you're on the live, yeah, I'm still in 12. Oh, how are my GME shorts doing? $13. $40. All right, so I'll let this kind of run down. See what happens. 163. It's at $40 show. And it has my one buy stop, so maybe it's just something about putting multiples in.
Order canceled.
Like maybe you have to do it all at one target, Ryan. That's what I'm thinking. Because the multiple targets then send multiple like stops, and then it has some type of rejection with TD Ameritrade. But I think if you did all of your contracts on one target, or yeah, because on range you have to pick a target, right? Anyway. All right, I'm going to try to sell half of my position at 163. It's kind of bouncing around. That is downward momentum. Yesterday got to 160.
Order filled.
Okay, so those 50 shares are filled. And I'll put the other 50 at like 161. Alright, so I'm green like $70 on this GME short with just 100 shares. Oh my gosh, look at that candle with NQ though. Ugh, that is a nasty candle. That's real nasty. Yeah, now Tesla's red 22,000. Hey, Derek. Yeah, I had a short only for GME. And it's working. But it's so stupid. I only took 100 shares. Well, I was actually trying to take 200. And the range gave me an error because I forgot I can't use two targets. What? Maybe they've already moved the micro contracts, but not the minis yet. I definitely haven't gotten a little pop-up, but I'm sure I'll get it tonight or tomorrow. I already talked to my admin that we were going to notify. So with this GME turnaround here, if on this Roku turnaround, if it breaks below this, it will just close out the trade at what it was at, so probably around like $5,000, and then it will take the short. I guess I should have taken this AMD short, huh, Ryan? It's like 2 points. 2 points. That's why sometimes I say that I should just turn it on like Ida does and just leave it alone. But I don't do that. Alright, YM is hanging out in the same area. This is the area we got short yesterday. I could easily take a manual short here.
Order filled.
YM is so much slower than something like NQ, and each point is not very like risky. Or as I say that now, I'm up to 70, but this was yesterday like 45.
Order submitted.
And 50. I'll see, you can wick back up there and then pull down. Look at that NQ candle. Like, that is nasty. That is a nasty 30-minute candle. My GME is green, like $14. Alright, let me tweet that. What time is it? 9:59. We might get a push up until 10:03 and then see if we curl back down. AMD is still showing green as the overall momentum, which is kind of crazy. But where's AMD? If we get a long here at 145, I'm down for it. What's going on with Roku? Just pulling back. I kind of have opposite positions going on here with this manual YM that I probably shouldn't be in. But yesterday I made like 575 trading YM because it just seems so much slower than NQ, and it would just come back to the same levels and then drop. And I'd be like, okay, I just made, you know, $100 or $50 or whatever. It would just be something so kind of simple. But I don't typically trade YM ever. Yesterday was probably the first day in maybe like my whole life. All right, it's 10 o'clock. I just heard the church bells. It's 10 o'clock. What's my GME doing? Oh, my GME is red. $32. Roku's getting another push. Let's see if AMD takes a long... No, AMD is kind of pulling back down. Typically from 10 to 10:03, we get a little bit of a choppy mess, so I usually just try to wait until 10:03 is over. I know it sounds weird, but it's a thing. Now I don't know about leaving AMD long on. Leave our bias in bed. Oh, yeah? Of course, UPST, when I had UPST on yesterday, but I did make $300 yesterday and actually ran up to 1,000 at one point. I might try to...
Order filled.
Add another position here on YM and see if we get this 45 filled. I had UPST on yesterday. It did run to 1,000, but then I only locked up like 300. But yeah, of course. And you were like yesterday, AFRAM. Well, I don't even have AFRAM on. But that was better. It's 10:01. I'm not gonna let this fake me out here. I'm gonna wait a little bit. But I am in this YM short. I'm okay with the AMD long only because my momentum is showing that it's green. ES and NQ are pushing back up. It's not ideal for my YM trade, but I still have 1 minute until 10:03, so we'll see. Roku is still doing its thing. I guess I can close out the GME chart since I have it on my phone and not on the algorithm chart. Oh, it's 10:02. No other trades. No trades have been taken in the futures yet. Look at these candles. This range. We might not get a trade today. Well, we'll have to see, but sometimes when the range is that big, we might not get one on NQ. We still have, obviously, a lot of time. What's today? Thursday? Sometimes Thursdays can be weirdly choppy. We had... What happened this week? We already had 2 trades for NQ this week. They're both profitable. 2 for 2, both hit both targets. And typically this setup will only trade 2 or 3 times a week. So, you know, we still have tomorrow left. So if we do or we don't get a trade today, that's not unusual for the NASDAQ setup. Well, GME has now gone against me $200. This is blasphemy. The worst. All right, it's 10:03. Let's see if things start working in my favor here. If not, I'm just going to cut this YM. I guess I got in a little prematurely. AMD. Nothing yet. This is the swing zone from earlier, so I kind of was thinking it would run up and reject from there. Oh, really? Damn it, Ryan. See, but this is what I'm saying. We can't run all of them, so then you have to know which ones you would prefer to run or which ones you think would be better. All right, I'm going to have to get out of this if I can YM trade. This YM's done going down. Fucker. What's this level? 69. Can you get back under 69? This is exactly where it was yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to have to close this for a freaking loss. But NQ, it did touch and pulled back. He sent it late one night. Should I add one here?
Order filled.
If it pulls back up one more time, I'm definitely getting out. We'll see. Averaging down is not recommended. It usually doesn't end well. But now I'm at least at 40. Remember yesterday when we were cheering for the 50s and the 40s, and then it ran back to like 28 or something. All right, I'm probably just going to have to close this. It's 10:06. Oh, what's my GME doing? Keep forgetting about it. Oh, GME is only right $100 now. ES still showing strength here, which is more so correlated to YM than NQ is. NQ looked a little weaker. If YM comes back up in the 70s, I'm just going to have to cut it. And it is what it is. Also, FYI, I won't be streaming next Tuesday through Friday. So essentially every day next week I will not be streaming because I will be out of the state. I'll be somewhere warm with my family. So just be aware that I won't be streaming next week. I guess I should have taken NQ off that zone instead of this YM. Look at that. It's so nice. Where's AMD? Oh, AMD. Well, you won't have to worry about it now, Ryan. AMD is just like dropping. Roku might close out this trade here. Looks like it might close below. And then maybe GME can come back into the green, as well as this YM trade. Back in the 50s for YM. See if we can get back in the 40s. Probably going to wrap it up here soon. Well, that sucks for Roku. Look how fast that one candle produced. That it's probably going to close. How many seconds are left? It still has 40 seconds. That candle's going to close and it's going to be like a $500 win. See, Ryan, we were kind of talking about that yesterday, right? Okay, why are we back in the 70s? Now I'm going to have to close this YM trade. Like, that's crazy. This is what I'm saying. That's why, like you said, if you scale out, that's why if you watch it and you scale out, or you just take profit, you just take profit as it goes and scale out, or if you put an actual take profit marker, then.
Order filled.
See, so now it's switched to a short for Roku, but you easily could have locked up an easy $8,000 to $10,000 on that trade, which is exactly what I do. I do like sell, 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 sell. Everything looks like it's kind of turning red, except for this YM trade. I don't know what is backing that. What do people say? The dollar or something? What is behind YM? I guess I should know that if I'm trading it. I thought it was like small cap stocks. Isn't the Dow small cap? All right, I'm going to have to get out of this. Motherfucker.
Order filled.
Or I'll just add another contract. All right, come on. Just come back down to the 50s and then the 40s. Can you do that? Can you do that, YM? Can you do that? 64, 54. There we go. 59. I saw 59. No. It wants to, like, have its moment for some reason. If it can stay under 68, that would be great. It seems like it's having a hard time doing that. See, every time it gets back to 68, it just kind of bounces. And even if it dips under for a little bit, then it comes back up. 66. So this NQ range, look at this level. This level is so strong. It's 315. See, it's back up in the 70s again. All right.
Order filled.
I'm out of YM. That was a really stupid trade. And that was not the algorithm. That was just me manually trading like a dummy. And now I don't even want to watch it, because if it turns around, I'm just going to be so annoyed. And that happens sometimes, but whatever. I have to stick to my word. I said if it came back in the 70s, I would get out. All right, GME is still red. Look at this Roku short. See, so this is where you could really capitalize on both sides. If Roku, if something has a lot of volume and it has a lot going on that day, you know, a lot of people are talking about it, whatever it might be, you could have made, you know, an easy 8 to 10,000 if you're taking my sizing. Easy 8 to 10,000 on the long, and now with this short, you know, it's already printed like 2,500. So, if the NASDAQ breaks this 15 level, that is something. And let's see if it holds it. And then we're going to have one more candle. Look how crazy that Roku ended up being a red $5,000 trade if you just let it do its thing. But it was green 15,000 at one point. Like, that's insane. Yeah. And really either just have targets, Ryan, or scale out. Because remember, this pullback here, like this first move on Roku was like $10,000. And then it pulled back here and it was like 2,000. And it was like, oh shit. But then it ran even higher. So yeah, I think you just have to, again, just like I do with futures, like know your product and kind of say, okay, it can whip around a lot, but these are the levels I'm watching, and then kind of go from there. I don't know if NQ is going to be able to crack this 315. It may just stay in this range today. Again, Thursdays can be a little tough. So I'm red on YM manual trades, and I'm red $100 on GME. It's the only thing I've traded so far today, those two. So I'm down like $800. We'll see if the actual algorithm will take a trade, but that probably won't happen until like 11 or 11:45 or 12 o'clock. So we'll have to see. It doesn't seem like YM's going to take a trade today. If we break this 15 level, I may think about taking a manual short in NQ. Really should have been taken up here in like the 60s, but look at how strong this support is. So if it breaks that, then the next level is 623? No, 263. So 260, so 55 points away. Obviously, you'd have to think about 16,300 first. I don't know what that means. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. So this short on Roku's now, again, back in like the 2,000 range. What's going on with AMD? This AMD, Ryan. It broke the 145, 146. Now it's at 143. Just 3 points, which is another $9,000. But that's the other thing. Unless you're willing to chop up your shares and be like, okay, I'm willing to kind of take the risk of 3 different products, you could just put it all in one. Because if you put it all in one, like if I used my full sizing on AMD, then I can't take Roku or I can't take, something else. So you have to think about that too. The short for Roku is now 3,700, 4,200. The only thing with Roku, 7,000. The only thing with Roku that I've found, Ryan, is that, if we break this 15, I might take a short. We're getting some downward
Order filled.
Momentum here. 10,000 on this short. Jesus Christ. Sorry. It's gotta break 15. Look at Roku, y'all. Another 15,000, 16,000. Yeah, shorts are where it's at. Like when the market is dropping, that's when I like to kind of just shove all the money in. Where the hell is my thing? Oh, it's up here. I forgot. 16,000 on this short. That's insane, y'all. Insane. NQ needs a little bit more of a push here. I'm waiting to see if it's going to drop back below this 25.
Order filled.
All right, see if we can break 15 on this NQ. We have some short volume coming in, clearly, especially over in like some tech. We gotta keep an eye on 300.
Order submitted.
And then 63.
Order submitted.
So that's typically how I do it. Obviously, you should either have a trail or a stop loss behind you. But I never take my eyes off the computer. And I'm aware that I'm only in 2 contracts. If we break 15 again, I'll probably add another one, honestly. Look at that, 18,000 on Roku. That's insane. Roku screwed me too much in the past. Yeah, I feel that way about Roku as well. I actually really like Boeing, so BA, but I know a lot of people that actually hate Boeing for the same reason. They're like, no, BA sucks, it screwed me over. But I also feel that way about Roku. The spreads are just so wide. Like, if you get filled, you're getting filled so far away. But it might have to be something to think about here. Look at this. Well, right here, it's like a 20-30 cent spread. It's just crazy sometimes. We gotta see if this NQ can break 15 again. Also, we're going into the Eastern European close soon. So they might exit positions, which would then bring the market down more. We'll have to see. I'm not doing very well on my scalping today, huh? Huh. Where's my exit for NQ? I guess like 45, 45.50. AMD is still in that short. Yeah, it's kind of curling though. I really thought we were breaking this 15. And Q has a lot of strength here at this level. I guess I should have waited until like at least a 5-minute candle closed under. $18,000 on this Roku short. So even if you bought 8,000 on the long, right, on that like first move up, and then like, you know, this short never really pulled back, so you never really would have to get out of the short yet. It's at $20,000 now. It's like a $30,000 day on Roku. Ryan, we might just have to try Roku with small sizing and see if we can become comfortable with it again, because I know exactly what you mean. Like, I know the kind of Roku hate that you're talking about. All right, I might have to get out of this NQ trade. Oh. Not really sure why. Nothing wants to drop. They must know something. Who knows something? The 15 level is just too strong. We're essentially just back in our range from yesterday. I said 45 to 50, so I'm watching it really closely here. It's 10:20, 10 minutes until like the Netherlands and them close. See, that's what I'm saying, Ryan. So I feel like we have to just stick to one. Like just one. And really hone it. Kind of just like we do with NQ. Like own it and kind of just make it your bitch kind of thing. See if you can get back down below 25. That would be nice. 25 and then 15 and then 300. Yesterday, when I was trading NQ, similarly to this, it just looked super heavy. I guess NQ doesn't look super heavy in this situation because it has this huge support. But yesterday I was like, it looks heavy, and then that's nuts. Oh, you should have followed what she said. And I held out and I was right, and then it really dropped. But I got, you know, I made that $700 or whatever, but own and is that a saying you learned in your class there? Just make it your bitch. Seriously, if you focus, and that's what I'm saying, and that's why I don't understand how some people will watch like 20 or 30 stocks a day and they're like, oh yeah, this, and I'm like, how are you up to date with all the levels? How are you in the know of all the news? Like, that just seems like a lot. It just seems like a lot. That's why I love to just focus on NQ and, you know, sometimes ES. I find it so much easier to focus on one product or like one stock. That's why I typically just trade AMD every day, Ryan. And it gives good moves. Like, this drop was really nice from 145 down to 143. You know, that's 2 points, 3 points. Easily $6,000. And, you know, I'm not going to be mad about that. Even if I lock up, I'm happy if I lock up 500 to 1,000 a day on stock stuff. Maybe. That's what I was, I had to approve those comments. They were like, do you want these comments shown? Yeah, well, that's exactly what I mean. Like, if you know something like the back of your hand, like, you know how it's going to behave, you know how it's going to act, kind of just like in a relationship. Like, you know, if you do something, your spouse is probably going to react this way. Or if you do something, you know, that they like, then they're going to react this way. It's just like understanding the product. Understanding how it needs to kind of be nurtured and researched. I don't know. I just find it a lot easier to follow one. But I'm saying if Roku wants to give the moves, I might give it a chance with a small sizing. Like, you know, something like I did with GameStop, like 100 shares, 200 shares, not thousands of shares. All right, we're back in the 30s with NQ. See if we can break this 25. All right, now we're at 29. See if we can break 25 and then 15. Seems like we're getting some selling here.
Filled.
Remember, we are going into the close of whatever it's called, Netherlands.
Order submitted.
This 15 is the spot. See if we can break 15. Now I'm green. We're going back to 15. I might actually move this to 8 or 9. All right, we're under 15. We're under 15. All right, so I'm at 720 for this short. 770. Next is going to be 300. And then 63. Here we go. 303. 303. 303. I need to move this up a little bit. I'm going to move it to... All right, 302. I got filled there. I have one contract left out of my 3. And this one is still running at $600. We are under 300 now. I'm going to put a trail stop.
Order submitted.
Which I'm going to manually trail.
Filled.
What filled? Oh my god, this Roku is $27,000. We're hanging out at 300. I might get taken out here. I'm really close to the trade. Sometimes well, not sometimes, always. I always trail way too close.
Order filled.
All right, so I'm out
Order
of that
canceled.
NQ trade. That worked out well. I know NQ much better than I know YM. I'll tell you that much. So, oh my gosh, I have all this sim stuff going on. I am red $150 on the day now. So, that is not bad. If you manually took NQ with me, congrats. I hope you didn't take the other one. Wait, what was the other thing before that said filled or submitted or something? NQ at its long... Oh, is that what that is, Steve K? The 15 I was talking about? I just found it by looking at the chart. I have no idea what that is. But I think I've heard of it before. This is why you need to focus just on one. This Roku is $25,000. And this, well, actually, I was going to say this never pulled back. It did pull back here, so I probably would have scaled out or just exited my position. But even this, I think, was like 15,000 or something like that. So I'm out of the NQ short. You know, I emailed and texted these people about ice skating, which is the number and email on their website, and no one has gotten back to me, and it's been like 24 hours. I don't understand how that's a thing. All right, so what's YM doing? Oh, good. YM never crashed like I'd hoped it would. So I'm red $150 on the day. My GME is red $28. So still waiting on that. Oh, my Amazon got filled. Oh, that's perfect. That's what it was. I was like, what? So my covered calls that were down here at, what price is my other one at? It's like 10, 11. See if we can get to 11. So my covered call for Amazon, that is what hit before. Whoa, look at that drop in NQ. Very nice. Very nice. That short was perfect. Once it finally broke, it had only touched that 15 level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, 7 times before it broke. And again, levels are just as important as the time of the day. Like, understanding more, again, about your product, about the times of the day that it moves the most, the time of the day that other markets are closing or opening, or saying when their financial reports come out, like in the Asia session. So knowing all those things, and I know it's a lot, but knowing them is just going to make your trading better. So, all right, well, it's 10:30. I actually stayed on a bit longer than I normally do. I hope you enjoyed it. There were no algo trades on futures. YM is in this big downtrend right now, and NQ doesn't start until later. So I'm going to wrap it up today. I will be on tomorrow at 9:15. And again, as a reminder, I will not be on most of next week. I will be on Monday, and that will be it. So, and then the week after that is Christmas. But I heard next week is going to be super volatile because I think Powell is speaking a few days next week. So maybe we'll get some more volatility. If you like the stream and you appreciate the commentary, feel free to like the video and subscribe, and then you'll be notified every time I go live. All right, guys, have a good day. Thanks for joining.